That's the breakdown from this toilet bowl ass game. But on to the next game, we're gonna break down Rams Titans. How do you break down this game? I mean, the Rams won, scoring 14 points, going against a pretty decent defense. They went against CJ Stroud, so they get the credit. Titans lost, going against a good defense. Cam Ward's first game. He was able to drive down the field, get some field goals, not able to complete a drive. There's room to grow for both of these teams, is where I'm getting to. The talent is on the Rams. The better defense, I mean, to watch what Tennessee did last week to Bo Nix, that was rough. They picked him. They sacked him. Bo didn't have the greatest game last week. He struggled. And that Titan defense, if you don't know, they don't like to give up yards. They give up points simply because their offense struggled last year. But they don't give up yards. That's a stingy defense last year. So coming into this game, I want to see how they play against the Stafford-Nakua matchup. I want to see if Stafford can actually go to somebody else besides Nakua. I've asked this question. Why does Matthew Stafford have one receiver he locks onto and he sometimes hits the other receivers? We known it when it was Coop when they won the Super Bowl. Triple Crown winner. Solid. The second he gets Nakua, Puka Nakua makes Cooper Kupp look like chopped liver? They were on the same team and you could barely notice Cooper Kupp was playing. Well, now you guys got Devontae Adams. You can't do that to him. He's going to win his matchups. Get him the ball. So with a game like this coming up, I expect Tennessee not to wash out Nakua because Nakua looks like in this offense, he can do whatever he pleases. But I expect Matthew Stafford to kind of spread the ball out a little bit. You're considered one of the best quarterbacks in this game. It's not because Sean McVay dials up a play to get the ball to Nakua and you can make that throw. No, it's because you can actually search the field and get the ball where you need to get it. You have the talent now. Can I get a couple passes to Higbee? I'm not a big fantasy guy. I just didn't like to see that he's forcing the ball to Nakua. Nakua's going to make the catches great, but you got other guys. Get this offense into a potency. Now, I like you guys running the ball with Kyron Williams. Love it. But there can be more. There is a higher level of offense. Now, Tennessee, we need to see a little bit more building on offense. It's tough with the rookie quarterback. It's tough. But watching what J.J. McCarthy did should give confidence. Watching how Cam Ward played in that game, no turnovers. He was not throwing interceptions. Now, we need touchdowns. And I was happy to see how the vets kind of, I wouldn't say molded, but kind of, hey, man, we got you. I liked seeing Calvin Ridley talk over with Cam Ward. I liked it because he wasn't hitting him early, but Cam found a way to get him the ball. And it kind of just led right into the Minnesota game where JJ's not able to find JJ Jettas early, but once he's able to find him, it helps him get into a groove. Now, with the Titans, Cam is not there to where he can just start his own groove in the game and just know. So that first 15, that first 10 offensive plays that you guys have designed, get them running and clicking. Get them running and clicking to give him a little bit of, all right, I know what to expect. I know what we want to do. Forget what the defense is doing. I know what we want to do, so I'm comfortable with that. Once a quarterback gets comfortable with understanding what he wants to do, then he can start focusing on what the defense is trying to make them do. And then we start getting into the mental fortitudes of quarterbacks, and he can start playing the game on a mental scale. Talent-wise, the kid looks small. I ain't gonna lie. He looked almost Kyler small a little bit sometimes. But they said he's like 6'3", but I was just confused with that Broncos game. Broncos defense played well. Titans defense played well. This could be a good game. Depending on how and what Rams team actually shows up. But I am going to give this game over to the Rams. I think the Rams have the best chance on winning. They have the best chance on winning because they have the most talent. Now, they may have the most talent. Tennessee has game wreckers, though. Jeffrey Simmons is a game wrecker. So the Rams need to be focused because they're playing with a little fire here with that defense. Don't get caught in the fire to where you give these guys a chance in the fourth quarter and you guys are all of a sudden looking like the Chicago Bears from last week. This Ram team should win, and they should just start off the game flowing. But as I said, you let the disruptor, if they don't pay attention to Jeffrey Simmons, they're going to let Jeffrey Simmons keep his team in the game. That's what happened last week. So take notes, get to work. I'll see you guys on Sunday, 1 p.m. sharp. Next, we got to break down New England versus Miami Dolphins. We get to break down Drake May versus Tua Tagovailoa. I don't know if I'm going to have to really say his name correctly because we don't know how long he's going to be playing if he keeps showing up like this. But Tua Tagovailoa. Tua. You ran an offense, maybe not last year, but the year before that was so fluid that it looked that only you can run it. Coming into this season, you got benched week 1. The game was so bad, you got benched week 1. Not only did you get benched, but the quarterback on the other side was Daniel Jones. Rough start. Going to the Patriots, Drake May. Drake, year 2, and I understand a lot of people are looking for you to develop into these guys like Jaden Daniels, like a Bo Nix, like J.J. McCarthy had his first game, but tough for you because the talent's not there yet. But Drake, you played a little solid. I mean, the Patriots showed a lot of trust in you. You threw the ball, 46 times. Threw 1 interception on 46 throws. Second year pro, week 1. I may be making excuses for you, but you get a pass over here. You get a pass. You're not going to get a lot of these passes, though. In games like this, when you're throwing the ball 46 times, it's clear to say the offense was reliant on you. You guys didn't win the game, so most of the blame will then go to who the offense was relied on. It's just part of the game. I think you handled it great. But I think now it's not just about handling it. It's about getting the troops together for week 2. This Dolphin team is more talented than you guys. But you guys showed more heart week 1. Can you guys bring that heart out for week 2? Can you guys come out and play offensively in that manner where you were flowing, man? You were flowing. I love seeing these numbers. Kayshon Boutte, 8 targets. Hunter Henry, 4 catches on 8 targets. Stephon Diggs, 7 targets. Pop Douglas. Pop, what the hell was that? Pop Douglas had 7 targets, 2 catches, -2 yards, and a touchdown. I saw the touchdown. I didn't see these negative yards. What? It was like a 5-yard touchdown pass. Back to the breakdown of the game. What could they do better in the future to give themselves more of a chance? I'm going to go straight to the running game. Travion Henderson, 5 carries. Ramondre Stevenson, 7 carries. It's not enough. It's not enough to impose your will with the running game. Every team that actually has a chance to win the Super Bowl has a running game. It's just a necessity in the NFL. Everybody loves to talk about the top 5 quarterbacks and loves to talk about all the weapons, but one of the biggest weapons of any offense is their rushing attack. Patriots didn't have a rushing attack. while Las Vegas did last week. I dare say that may have been the difference to the game. Now, coming in this week, you guys have a chance to have a better rushing attack. Going against a team morale-wise is not in it. But running the ball means imposing your force. And I believe that from what I saw from the Patriots last week, it has to be a change in mindset. 46 passes from Drake is okay if you guys are losing and you guys are down bad. But you guys had a chance to impose your will with the rushing attack where, need I say, you guys wanted to show out Drake May. Now, coming into this game, we got battles. You have Tyreek and Jalen Waddle going against Gonzalez and Carlton Davis. We have Minkah Fitzpatrick and his new look defense going against Drake May and this offense. With weapons, might I add. Diggs, Pop, Hunter Henry, Kayshon Boutte for 100. I'm liking it. Going into week 2, can they excel up? By excel up, I mean, can the chemistry get a little bit cleaner? Can the routes and the rhythm of the offense get a little bit cleaner? You have to understand the levels and tiers of an offense. And during the season, every team starts off at a level that they don't want to finish at. The way you don't finish at that same level is you get better week to week. You get better with the communication. You get better with the routes. Everybody gets better individually, 1%. And by midway through the season, the offense looks unrecognizable. I like seeing what I saw from Josh McDaniels. I think we could see better. Going to the Dolphins, do you guys want to be traded? It looked like it. Everybody on the Dolphins looked like they wanted to be traded. The Colts last year had a chance to make the playoffs. The Dolphins, because of the injuries, kind of did not have the same outlook to last season. But coming into this season, we're expecting a healthy Tua. We're expecting a healthy offense, a healthy Devon Achane. Defensively, we don't know what to expect from the defense, but you had your linebackers out here tackling all day. I mean, what Miami team shows up this week? Now, I say if the same Miami team shows up last week, hey, GM, get whatever you can for everybody. Trade Tua, trade H. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'm going to get to the Patriots rather quick. Seeing that this might be another TB, if you know what I mean. Well, who's going to have the better running game between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins? How will the offense of the Dolphins move? How will the offense of the Patriots move? Did the Miami Dolphins lose morale going into last week? Can Mike McDaniels galvanize the troops? Find out on next episode on the NFL. But to really grasp what I want to grasp about saying about the Dolphins, how's the morale of the team for real? I mean, I don't know anybody who looked at the game and said last week the Colts are going to win for sure. Talently-wise, the Miami Dolphins are up there. And when moving on all accords offensively, we've known them to be one of the top offenses. Can they regain that? Have they lost trust in each other? We know going into the season, Tyreek had already asked for a trade. We know Tua said he had to apologize. Hey, man, when that football on the field, they ain't no I'm still mad at you no more. Them boys is trying to beat you boys. How y'all going to show up? I got the Patriots winning this one. I don't like what I saw from the Dolphins last week. I want to see Drake May galvanize his troops and start building something on his side. Now, I do believe the Dolphins to be more talented, and I believe if Mike McDaniels is able to galvanize his guys, maybe they're going to have a chance. But I know Vrabel is going to galvanize his guys. Look how they played week 1. I know Vrabel is going to rally his troops to play good defense, to play better offense, and I know McDaniels is not calling just any rinky-dink ass offense. So I know the Patriots are going to come to play. Will the Dolphins? Will the Dolphins? They can. They have the ability to. Will they? Find out on next week's episode of Blirt TV. Up next. We're going to break down another matchup from the 1 o'clock games. I didn't take notes on this one, but let's see what we got. Oh, damn. Should I talk about this game? Should I talk about the 49ers versus the Saints? That hurt. Just to say that hurt. 49ers versus the Saints. 49ers last week. Blirt TV. We gon' run it.